and let us all do we can to build a better future. Things aren't looking good for Kamala Harris or the Democrats because a message is happening right now, and something shocking happened at a campaign rally event. And no, it wasn't at a Republican event or even a Trump rally. Two members of the Muslim community wearing hijabs were not let in by campaign officials for a Kamala Harris Get the Vote Out event in Viva Las Vegas. What? The Democrats? A Democrat event with Kamala Harris, the vice president of the United States, telling two Muslim women that they couldn't attend? Why? 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 Why weren't they allowed? Were they being profiled? Were the event organizers afraid that people were going to be shouting "Free Palestine, stop the genocide"? Now, you might be thinking, well, gee, kid, wait a minute. What are you talking about? The Democrats care about people and social justice issues. That's what all those activists and SJWs said in 2020, that if we don't support Biden, Trump's going to do all these horrible, mean things. And he's going to be very rude about it. Well, my lovelies, I have a video, not one, but two videos for you. So I want you to sit back, relax, and watch the hypocrisy of the Democrats in full display for all of you to watch. It's rather kind of embarrassing. Gee, Biden, Kamala, vote blue, no matter who. I thought you guys were going to turn the soul back to America.
We are choosing who's going in and out of the event. I'm sorry.
Why are you choosing us not to go in when we have an invite?
Right, you specifically singled us out.
That's racist. Is it because we have hijabs?
I'm happy to talk to
So it is.
someone else.
It is because
It is.
that's clearly. I was afraid of this.
You
That's crazy.
singled
That's
us
not.
out of everybody.
Isn't
out
that
of
against
all the
Democrats?
women,
Whole
singled us
campaign. That's very Islamophobic. That's very racist.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
You guys keep coming through.
We have an.
Whoa, buddy, I think you owe them an explanation, if you don't mind me asking. I mean, why aren't you going to let them in? He says, hey, you can go on through. You can go on through, but he's not letting them through. Why is that? Why?
Part of the LGBT community too, right? And you're still gonna kick us out?
Come on through.
Are you serious?
That's crazy. Wow. Now I really won't vote
Right.
for Biden and Harris. That's crazy.
Interesting. And you and
Whose
you're
decision
from
is that?
Las Vegas too.
Because we
huh?
want to talk to them.
Yeah, they want. Hey, why would you kick them out? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Right. Whose decision was this?
Come on through. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being
You're
here.
white
They're
male.
racist,
Part of the
Islamophobic,
LGBT
obviously.
community, and you're being racist.
Ticket or something?
They're disinviting
can come
us
through.
because we have hijabs on our heads. That's why, people. This is not a democracy. This is disgusting.
We're being singled out.
Obviously, we're the only hijabi women. That's kind of clear. They're disinviting us because we have scarves on our heads.
Literally.
That's disgusting. When we have an invitation, just like everyone else, what is the problem?
By a man who's in the LGBT community too. You're going after another group.
Can they come in? They were already.
Why not? It is,
Yes, it
because
is.
why isn't
You
it?
singled
We
us
have an
out just
invitation.
It is rather interesting that they're going to be singled out like that. Don't you think people deserve to know?
There are plenty of women here that don't have any.
No, here, don't come up with excuses because
You
I.
are a black woman and you're coming up with excuses
not
for
coming
racism
up-
as well.
I didn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't give you an excuse.
You
I'm
just
letting
said that
you
we're not
know-
being
I'm letting you
discriminated,
know
but
that
when
you-
clearly are.
I'm letting you know that you've been disinvited from an event.
Why?
So you can choose.
Disinvited from an event. So I want to pull up this tab here real quick for all of you, my viewing audience, to see. Again, folks. All right, this is the Council of American Islamic Relations, the nation's largest Muslim civil rights and advocacy organization, today called on Vice President Kamala Harris to clarify why two Muslim women wearing Islamic headscarves or hijab were allegedly profiled and barred from attending a Get Out the Vote event featuring Vice President in Nevada in Viva Las Vegas. A video posted online reportedly shows the women were being barred from the event, but does not offer an explanation on why they were not let in. So it is important to know why that happened, what is going on. So I just want to pull up this tweet here, just so all of you can see firsthand. Both of these Muslim constituents had RSVP'd for the event, were given wristbands upon checking in, and were standing in line when the Harris campaign officials denied them entry. So again, arrival instructions. You are receiving this email because you have been invited to join Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, on Saturday, January 27th in Las Vegas, Nevada. This non-transferable invitation is intended for the recipient of the invitation only. Due to security requirements, only confirmed RSVPs will be granted access to the event, and a valid government-issued photo ID is required for entry. There it is. Seems reasonable enough. But oh no, a second video for all you beautiful people to see firsthand. Let's continue on.
When we have an invitation, just like everyone else, what is the problem?
By a man who's in the LGBT community too. You're going after another group.
Can they come in? They were already.
Why not? It is,
Yes,
because
it is.
why isn't
You
it?
single
We
them
have an
out just
invitation.
There are plenty of women here that don't have any.
No, here, don't come up with excuses because
You
I.
are a black woman and you're coming up with
I'm
excuses
not
for
coming
racism
up-
as well.
I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
did.
give you an.
You know, this is rather difficult to watch, but at the same time too, it is interesting seeing how the Democrats and a lot of the SJWs are having their own words used against them. Because if you remember the 2020 election cycle, and I'm just going to be just up front here. Look, we all remember the 2020 election cycle. We all remember the online bullying and the harassment that we got from the vote blue, no matter who people. And yes, I'm going to be a jerk to the liberal crowd because I remember this important time when they were all saying, if we don't stop Trump, women will lose the right to choose. If we don't stop Trump, World War III will happen. If we don't stop Trump, the economy's going to fall apart. If we don't stop Trump, people are going to be profiled and identified and barred from events. If we don't stop Trump, he's going to make sure his opponents never get on the ballot. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My brain decided to work again. Well, that's kind of happening under Biden now, ain't it? We got like war in Ukraine, genocide in Gaza, a war in Yemen, potential war with Iran. The economy's falling apart. Well, Democrats are trying to make sure Trump, or yes, to a greater extent, even third parties aren't on the ballot or even on the debate stage. Geez, and now people are being profiled and not told to attend events? Democrats, I thought you were better than that. And listen, I know that hard lens media has gotten a lot of pushback from the Democrats and liberals. Like, how come you're so mean to Democrats? Why don't you go after Republicans? Because what can I say about the GOP that has been said already? That's lazy to me, okay? I know what to expect from Republican lawmakers. At this point, there's nothing more I could say that has been said already, but the hypocrisy of the Democrats need to be out there in full display. So let's continue on with the rest of the video here.
You
I'm
just
letting
said that
you
we're not
know-
being
I'm letting you
discriminated,
know
but
that
when you
you-
clearly are.
I'm letting you know that you've been disinvited from the event.
Why?
So you can choose to leave
Why?
at this point or not.
I won't
And
leave
if
because
you
I have an
won't, why?
And if you
invitation.
won't, then we'll
We're
have
asking
someone
why.
escort you off.
We're
Why?
asking why.
I've let you know.
We
that
have
you've been
every
disinvited.
right to know
You're
why.
a
I
black
don't-
woman who's partaking
You're
in white
targeting
supremacy.
us.
I'm not targeting
I hope you
you.
feel real
I'm
proud of
letting you know
yourself.
I
that
feel
you've
really
been
targeted
disinvited
right
from
now.
the
And
event.
That's
you too.
disgusting.
You're a melanated man participating in white supremacy.
So what's the issue, man?
They disinvited
Right,
us.
they disinvited
And I
both
think
of
it's
us.
clear we have hijabs. Like, why? We have an
By a
invite.
black woman and a gay man. Isn't that funny?
We didn't do anything wrong. We literally have an invite. We have a wristband. We showed our ID. But it's clear, like,
We
what's
were
the other
invited. We
reason
have
why
the
we're
email.
disinvited? We have a
the
scarf
email,
on
we
our
have
head.
everything.
pissing you off.
And you won't give us a reason. So what's the reason?
If you're disinvited, you're disinvited, right?
Yeah, disinvited, but they RSVP'd and everything.
That's
For what? We deserve an explanation why. We come. I mean, I can't speak for you, but I come here to see Kamala. I mean, as a voter, and this is disgusting. This completely changes my view on things.
If we had an explanation, we'd give it to you, but at this time,
right? So you don't have an explanation. So therefore, it is racist and Islamophobic. And this is exactly what this campaign is gonna, the message that you're trying to spread. That's disgusting.
You're gross. You're literally disgusting.
do you want to walk with me?
No, whose decision was that? Who told you that decision?
You're part
Since
of
you
the
didn't
white
make that
supremacy,
decision.
You're a part of the LGBT community. Are you happy with yourself? I'm sure you're happy with yourself.
Hey, they have every right. Look, they paid for the event. And the thing is, why were they profiled? I mean, look, they were targeted. But why? And by the way, you know, we've covered on this show, as have other independent media networks across the political spectrum, commentators. But you know, when we look at some of these, pro-Palestinian, Free Palestine organizations, you know, it's not just all Muslims or Arabs. There's all sorts of people telling the Democratic Party, "Hey, stop the genocide." But these two women were targeted. I mean, were they trying to stop something from happening? Were they just profiling them? Why? I mean, that is an explanation. I wonder when Biden's going to be visiting any kind of Muslim or Arab communities very soon. I mean, Kamala has a lot to explain for that. I mean, this video will go viral. Those videos on Twitter will go viral. People are going to be talking about it. And if you're going to look me in the face and say that Trump supporters or conservatives won't call out the hypocrisy of Biden and Kamala, I'm sorry, you're living underneath a rock, because that right there, Democrats, is what's going to cost you votes. Because there are numerous stories and videos out there of Arab and Muslim voters here in the United States saying they regret supporting Biden. They're going to probably consider voting independent, or dare I say it, sit this election out. But it's not only just Arab and Muslim voters. It's black voters, young people, women voters, everyone across the rainbow, everybody. Democrats, what ground do you have left to stand on? Because I know what's going to happen, especially as the election cycle starts to intensify. And yes, Trump is going to win the nomination. All right, bold statement right there. But what kind of bullying are you going to use? What kind of tactics are you going to use? Because you're going to try and tell people that they got to vote for Biden and the Democrats. Because why? All the stuff that you said Trump was going to do happened under Biden. You know, maybe this is a little bit off topic, maybe just to rub salt in the wound. But I remember all you pink pussy hat people saying you would be protesting day in, day out, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month to make sure Roe v. Wade would never disappear. And it died under the Biden-Harris administration. Where are you people at? I remember all those bold words that y'all were saying. So, Kamala, great event. I wonder who issued that order, though. Who profiled those two women? Why was that order given? If you don't think people weren't going to talk about it, or those two girls weren't going to bring out their cell phones and say, like, hey, what's going on here? I mean, we do live in the modern age where everyone has an iPhone or a smartphone. Of course, they're going to pull out their phones and say, hey, what are you doing here? Those two got profiled at a Democratic event. And that's the kind of events that say, we include everybody. We love everybody. Let's return the soul back to America. Turns out, no. Democrats don't believe in that message. They don't believe in anything. This is why we got to break away from the two-party system here, folks. And I hope more Americans wake up to it. The DNC and the RNC, they don't like you, they don't think about you, and they don't respect you.